Dear learners, now we shall discuss bar graphs and histograms. Earlier we have discussed presentation of data by tables. There is another way to present the data called graphical representation, which is more convenient for the purpose of comparison among the individual items. Bar chart or say bar graph is one of the graphical representation of numerical data. A bar graph can be used to display and compare data. Bars or rectangles of uniform width are drawn with equal space in between them. On the horizontal axis, we say x-axis, the heights of the rectangles are shown along the vertical axis called y-axis and are proportional to the respective frequencies or say the number of students. For example, this table shows blood groups of 35 students in a class. Blood group A belongs to 13 students, blood group B is for 9, blood group AB is of 6 students and blood group O is for 7 students. Now let us see how do we represent this data in the form of bar graph. On x-axis we have different blood groups A, B, AB and O. On vertical axis, say y-axis, we have number of students. In case of blood group A, we had in the table that there were 13 students. So a rectangle is raised up to the value 13. For blood group B, we had in the table that there were 9 students having blood group B. So rectangle is raised up to value 9. Then blood group AB belongs to 6 students. So another rectangle is raised up to the height of number 6 on the y-axis and blood group O belonged to 7 students. So another rectangle is raised up to the height of value 7 on y-axis. This particular diagram is called a bar graph or say bar chart. Now let us understand how to interpret a bar graph. The bar graph shows by gender and merit in this bar graph. Now we have to find out certain conclusions or say answer to different questions about this particular bar graph. The very first is how many are married members. So on x-axis we have to find out that in case of male how many are married and in case of female how many are married. In case of female, number of female married is 4. And in case of men who are married is 3. So total married male and female according to this bar graph are 4 plus 3 means 7. The another question which is asked about the figure is how many are not married members, means how many members are not married. So female who are not married is 5 and men who are not married we can see in the diagram it is going up to 6. So total number of persons, those who are not married according to this bar graph is 6 plus 5 or say 11. Now another type of representation in form of graph is called histogram. A continuous grouped frequency distribution can be represented graphically by a histogram. A histogram is a vertical bar graph with no space between the bars. Now let us understand how to make a histogram. In this procedure, the classes of the grouped data are taken along the horizontal axis or say x-axis and the respective class frequencies on the vertical axis using a suitable scale on each axis. For each class, a rectangle is constructed with base as the width of the class and height determined by the class frequencies. The areas of rectangle are proportional to the frequencies of their respective class. For example, this is the frequency distribution of marks obtained by 20 students in a test. Marks obtained are in the form of different groups which are 20-30, 30-40, 40-50, 50-60, 60-70 and 70-80. Corresponding frequencies are 1, 3, 1, 6, 4 and 5. Now let us understand different steps which are used in making of a histogram. Step 1 is on a graph paper draw two perpendicular lines and consider them as horizontal and vertical axis, or say x-axis or y-axis. Step 2, along the horizontal axis means x-axis, we take classes here which are marks, for example 20, 30, 30, 40, etc. Here each is of equal width, which is 10. Step 3, choose a suitable scale on the vertical axis, or say y-axis, to represent the frequencies here, which is number of students of the classes. Now we draw the rectangles. In table we had that in the group of 20, 30 there was only one student. So in this a rectangle is raised up to the height 1. So area of this particular rectangle we take 20 to 30 as a unit, which is 1. Now in the same way 30 to 40 is considered 3 students were there in the group of 30 to 40. So rectangle is raised up to 3. In the same way, on x-axis every class considering a unit, we raise the particular rectangle up to the height exactly as equal to the frequency given in the table. Now the next figure in graphical representation is frequency polygon. A frequency polygon is obtained by first joining the midpoints of the tops of the adjacent rectangles in the histogram and then joining the midpoints of the first rectangle to the midpoints of the class preceding the lowest class and the last midpoint to the midpoint of the class succeeding the highest class. Here the same histogram we have taken, and here mid value of the 20 to 30 is at point B and 0 to 20 at point A. In the same way, we find out the mid values of the width of the rectangles at the top, which are C, D, E, F, G and H, and then these points means A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, they are joined together and the figure formed is called a frequency polygon. Dear learners, we hope you have enjoyed to learn about lines and angles. For more informations, you may log in to our site www.mooc.nios.ac.in. You can also mail to aomaths@nios.ac.in.